It's common knowledge that teachers make all the difference in your life. And you'll remember, maybe, like you said, the few good teachers you came across. The rest of them, let's be honest about it, they're probably duffers. They probably entered into the teaching field because they were not good for anything else.
Sure.
There's another statement that says, those who can do, those who can't teach.
Absolutely.
That's the way it was.
So whatever we are today, blame it on the teachers.
Blame it on the teachers. And in many cases, it's true.
It's true, yeah, absolutely.
It's true. So, coming to schools, which is the critical area for our country, we're going to produce them right from there as good students. Don't you think your area is what will make the little difference in the years to come? I mean, China is doing it in a big way. Are we?
Yeah, I mean, we are doing stuff there, but obviously long way to go. I mean, India is a huge country and lots more to do before we reach where we
do you know the competition, your competition, other companies who are involved in this? Let's say some headmaster is listening to you and I talk just now.
Sure.
And says, okay, goes up to his management and says, you know what, I watched this guy. He's into e-learning and he says he can give us a module to teach us algebra to all the dumb cops we have in the class.
Yeah.
So, who's doing it?
See, ideally these kind of initiatives have to be driven by governments, the state level.
Why are you looking to the government for everything?
Because, in terms of funding, because for an individual school, it becomes expensive to actually fund the entire thing because it has to be created for them.
Well, take Madras, there are these, I forget the name of the school, some of them with 3 branches.
Sure.
Each of them having 3,000, 4,000 students. What? 15,000 students. I mean, surely they can afford it.
No, so there are players in the market who have developed these courses and
tell me name of one.
No, for example, EduComp is the largest in the country. I mean, they're talking about thousands of schools.
Have you seen their software?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
You think it's good? You recommend to your kid?
I mean, my kid is studying in a school which uses EduComp's.
They do?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, you find it good. Genuinely, I'm asking you a question because I have no clue. I mean, I'm way beyond the age when I need school.
Yeah, I mean, they are doing a decent job. Yeah.
So there's a future for this.
Absolutely. I mean, but where it's going forward, I mean, there are lots more which can be done.
You were telling me about some truly deplorable incident somewhere in some part of the state. I don't want to making names and get you into trouble. But you were saying that there's somebody who offered a free service and it got knocked off. Just tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's got more to do with the system than anything else because where there are, I mean, this particular incident where there was an NGO who was willing to, got funded for about 600 schools to offer e-learning program, but couldn't get around to get even a single school to actually agree for that. That's not in Tamil Nadu, obviously.
Agree to implement it.
Implement it because nobody was charging the student the fee. It was supposed to be free for the student. So I mean, schools do.
They're a money-making institution in any case.
Absolutely.
So because of that, because it was free, they didn't want it.
Yep.
And what are the solutions they offered? That you charge a fee or what was it? What would have made them accept that good offer from somebody?
No, end of the day, it's about what's in it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true of the government too. So even government doesn't push through things because somebody in place of power has decided that.
No, government is doing. As I said, if you look at the numbers, the huge numbers we're talking about. The budget and the how much they're spending and stuff.
But since this is easily replicatable, it's a one-time. So it's like making CDs. Once you make the basic replicator, then you're just banging them out by the thousands. So a program like this, once done, barring the little tweaking that happens when the change of syllabus, it should pay off.
No, as I'm saying, there are programs happening like that. To what scale, that's a different story because India is a huge country. As I said, the governments are spending. There are private players who have these things in place already and going out there and offering to schools. But is it enough? No, at this point, no.
And what do you think? Parents are willing to pay?
Absolutely. And parents would be very happy.
Parents are getting ripped off every day of their lives, I think.
Yeah, so definitely they'd be willing to pay.
Paying for all sorts of things in school which never happened.
Sure.
So this is good for monitoring. Parent and child monitoring also can be done through these.
Absolutely, because it runs through, if there's a learning management system where the parent can monitor, the teacher can monitor not only what's happening in class and how they're doing outside of class, at home. The kids themselves can monitor their own growth, their performance.
So can this be part of corporate social responsibility areas where companies are putting aside crores and
Yeah,
claiming.
there are companies who do it all the time, and somebody in India definitely Wipro is one of the largest guys who invest in education. Yeah.
So it's these companies who are in the ITES area that
At least they are more
aware of the need for
aware
this.
of the need. Absolutely, yeah. Because you see, for them also, when they want to go and recruit, for example, engineering colleges, these guys have their own programs in place. So when the large IT organizations recruit from engineering colleges, they get these freshers and then train them for up to 2 years and 3 years. I mean, it starts off from about 6-month training, but there are organizations who train for up to 2 to 3 years before they actually put them on the job.
So you may say something like what you're offering will save all that time and money, then you can go straight into the job if they had enough exposure to these e-learning things.
Absolutely, but what I'm trying to tell here is we are not focusing on the education segment per se.
No, I'm not talking about education either. I'm talking about somebody being hired by a company.
Yeah, workplace learning.
He goes through this training thing in his home.
Yep.
And when he joins the company, he's actually accepted. He can be a paying or let's say a good
Absolutely.
worker.
For example, recently we launched 3 online courses, our own products on etiquette. It's called the Etiquette Series, where we are talking about business etiquette, email etiquette, and dining etiquette. Now, this is something which is a skill which can actually accelerate somebody's career growth, because it's about like a finishing school, because that's something which we don't necessarily teach our students. So that's why we say that our graduates are not employable, because these are the finer or the soft skills which are missing. They may be good at coding and the technical guys or engineering, but they don't really know the people skills or the basic etiquette. So when they write an email, they don't know what to write, what not to write.
They don't even know how to sign off the email.
Absolutely. So there's a way of doing it, and definitely, if you're getting in to a job, it could make or break your career, or definitely help you, grow faster.
All right, Ravi, this has been great talking to you, and I'm sure we can go on like this for quite a long period of time. I really hope that you go out there and make all the difference.
Thanks so much.
In the country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.